parents were murdered, and my sister, Rachel, disappeared. Since then, I have never been alone. Mom? Is that you?
It's just a dream, Patrick. But in a dream, we can learn new things. I can teach you how to live with paranoia, Patrick. Would you like that?
I don't have time for that. I want to wake up now. My life is one big mess. My whole willpower fell apart a long time ago. I remember... What the fuck? I don't remember much anymore. And in fact, not remembering is my biggest life success. There are places in my head that I haven't entered for a long time. This cannot be. I won't let them into my head. I won't let anyone mess with my head. Get a grip. Breathe. Breathe. It seemed to you. It seemed to you. You made a mistake again, loser. Possible. He must be somewhere. Must be somewhere. Look around. I had a dream. A nightmare. It was hell. Floor made of living flesh and ribs. Fetuses, aborted babies scattered around. Oceans of blood. Countless martyrs in cages filled with sinners, and then there's her. Sitting upon the throne. Perfect woman. Porcelain skin. Body covered with a see-through shroud soaked in blood. And the whole hell dimension fell to its knees before her might and beauty. I decided to kneel as well. And right then, she approached me, whispered something in my ear. She whispered something It was important. I know it. I can't remember. Why the fuck I can't remember? To do it yourself without us. Do you remember that time we went to the movie theater, even though our father banned us from going? That was probably the last time we both could call ourselves kids. That night, everything changed. Our mom, she had a gift. She was able to see more. She had a feeling that father had certain obligations to these people. I think I inherited that ability, this gift. What the fuck am I talking about? It's not a gift. It's a curse. Forever and always in the back of your mind. We will. In a way, I always had a feeling about it. But now, I was getting closer to certainty. Everything was fitting together. I just had to find more evidence. Idleness will eventually kill you. Quiet. I'm not saying anything. I'm not here. Would you like to hear her voice again? Her voice.
Tough time sleeping again, buddy? I'll come back home late today, so I recorded a special tape for you. I know how much you love my stories, so I came up with this one just
Rachel.
for you.
A fairy tale she
Once
recorded
upon a
for me
time,
a long time
there
ago.
was a brave boy named Alfred. People called him the Great. He had his favorite cat, a fearless friend named Behemoth. But one day, his companion left Alfred's side, vanished into thin air, or so he thought. Patrick, are you there?
It can't be. No. Impossible. No. It can't be you. You appeared in my dream today. Or maybe it wasn't a dream. I think I saw you for a moment on the couch. It always starts like this. Stop it. Be quiet. This is not happening. Stop it. Be quiet. It's just a dream. Rachel? She's not here. You lost her again. Did this happen? No. It couldn't be. It couldn't have happened. Next time you'll succeed. path's beaten. Somewhere there is a pharmacy. The roads to there is something else I forgot. I haven't left the apartment for weeks. I have to.
Make it on time.
I have to get those medications. I didn't have much time. I had to get these medicines and come back before the curfew starts. Quiet down!
Now look, the sign pointed this way.
Mark, let's go back to the crossroads and ask those kids we saw.
Okay, but I know we can't be wrong. Look, the sign pointed this way. Where did this place come from? It wasn't here a few minutes ago.
I don't care. Let's see if we can get some directions. Look, there's someone at the door.
I am Torgo. I take care of the place while the master is away.
We only want to know where Valley Lodge is.
Which way do we go?
1980.
There is no way out of here.
The
We'll be
time
gone
is...
soon. There is no way out of here.
The battery in my launch
No
died
way
2 weeks
out.
ago. Who the fuck
Look at
cares?
this.
They cut off my cable TV a month ago. At first I thought I'll go mental.
Must be the master
There's a
himself.
VHS rental downstairs, and my neighbor records my favorite game show for me as well. Oh, television.
That must be
Keeper
your
of our
master.
sanity.
Didn't say he was.
Creator of behavior
That's
patterns.
this world.
To
But he is
condensed
with us
reality.
always. No matter where we go, he is with us.
Serve as solace to the ignorant and shake off our fantasies. Be praised.
Get back in the house, damn it!
The opposite of it
My
all.
God, what happened?
Glory to
Happy
you,
been killed.
born of every color
must be
and every
worried.
fetish.
I'll take care of
Born to
everything.
you,
Let me get back.
gore and B-movies for Roger Corman, Hammer films, and Italian giallo classics.
I'll be glad to leave. I have all the place I want.
Madam, it will be very dangerous to leave now. The master wants you.
What? What kind of talk is that?
He wants you for his wife. He loves beautiful women.
Don't you ever try that again, you beast!
Master wants you, but he can't have you. I want you.
Stop that talk! Did you hear?
He wants you, but he can't have you.
Well, senor, what we can do, we will find out after the break.
Citizen, just because you can't see danger doesn't mean it doesn't exist. How is that? We live in a free country, so I'm prepared for any threat. How do you want to fight an enemy you can't see? A pirate.
The packaging is still damaged. This doesn't bode well. See for yourself. There are larvae of Musca domestica in our cans. But nothing is lost. Such larvae are very nutritious. They contain a lot of protein. You just need to pick them all and fry them in deep oil.
No. I don't want to go in there.
insurance anymore. I have nothing to eat, no family, no strength, not even cable TV. There's just me, all alone. Only that static noise coming from the TV keeps me company. I become one with it and flow along. I drink with it. I talk to it. We're friends, and that brings me solace.
Rachel's waiting.
You can get rid of the odor by adding lemon juice. A lot of lemon juice. A lot of lemon juice.
Throw it away immediately after. Just
That waiting room is no place to experiment.
He's dead.
can't do any harm. Very well. The office is yours. Do what you want to do. What's that? Too late. I've been working on something like this for weeks. Your laboratory? Had the opportunity. We don't conduct experiments on people. You can take over that stuff. It's quite a miracle. I may not approve of your method. I am proud of your results.
Claudia, can you hear me?
Good evening. I won't make announcements.
I hope you hear when you call me.
Yes.
Oh, what does no mean?
I do not understand.
Get down, piece trash, or I'll crush you.
That was not a good idea.
Yes, I'm listening.
Hello, Jasmine.
Where do you know me from? What do you want?
No worries. I found your ad in the newspaper.
Advertisement. Oh, yeah. I did it after all. Listen, it was a moment of weakness. Too many pills, a little bit of alcohol.
I know how you feel.
How can you know?
I love things under the influence of drugs mixed with alcohol. Later, I don't remember them. I am somewhere where I shouldn't be, traveling through strange places in my head.
Have you tried Laterales? 10 pills and you can say go. You stop overthinking, you stop analyzing your body, separate from the mind.
Jasmine,
Is that so?
I have to ask you something. Will you allow me?
Ask.
What did you run away from?
I can talk. They can watch me. Especially now when I posted this ad.
Did you see my sister there? Name, Rachel. Means anything to you? Jasmine, I need to know. I need to know if everything is okay with her.
No. She speaks through her. You know how it is when she speaks through you? Leave me. Please.
Jasmine, talk to me.
Leave me alone. Don't call. Don't call anymore.
Jasmine, wait.
President or the Spanish fleet, all restrictions are applied against women. And they're effective this way. We lost before this fight.
Terrifying. Is there something that us ordinary citizens can do?
Wash your hands and try not to leave the house. That's all.
That was Rachel.
Apparently,
For a brief
9
moment,
out of 10.
I was able to control all my madness to state with certainty it was her.
We asked
And even if my senses are trying to deceive me again,
when it comes
I
to
couldn't
break
leave it like that.
I will demonstrate.
She sounded like she was in serious trouble. She needed my help.
The brake
I
pads
had
are
to do
working
something.
properly, even at
Hotel
100
Equinox.
kilometers per hour.
Sir.
Hitting the steering wheel looks
So,
harmless.
will she be waiting for me there?
Brakes do not work, and we hit them treated.
First, I had to get myself together.
As brave
The fucking washing machine.
every day.
What the fuck? Has to be her. No. Again. No. Be quiet. I will not lose her again.
Babinski brake pads. The only brake pads that no undertaker will Before the break, Senora Rodriguez ran at... How could you do this to me?
Forgive me, Rodriguez. You have to forgive me. Carol means nothing to me.
What about Manuel? What about Tristan? What about Luis? What about Gregor?
I am not your stopper, Senor Rodriguez.
You are here thanks to me and you owe me everything. No, this is the end.
Don't want to go in there.
What will Senor Rodriguez do after finding out that the place left the attempt the man? We will find out after the break.
Just because you can't see danger doesn't mean it doesn't. How is that? We live in a free country, so I'm prepared for any threat. How do you want to fight them? Pirates is our time. Thousands of them still want to take on. And yet, despite their time, they can be dead. Behind you, Simpson! There's nothing there! Good luck if you want to shoot one. How should I protect myself? Try not to touch doorknobs and handrails with your hand. That's where you will find the most fun. First of all, wear a mask on your mouth and nose. Do it always when you go outside. If you have to use a doorknob or handrail, do it with a tissue.
Don't talk to us now. They're everywhere.
And throw it away immediately after. What else do I need to know in order to prepare for a fight against this invisible opponent?
There is no hope left for us. We can only reduce the chances of action.
But how is that?
We will not, and we will never be ready to fight such a small enemy. Millions will die before we will them. Like in the times of the let honest understanding all the pictures are impossible. And the reflection we lost.
Terrifying. Is there something that us ordinary citizens can do?
Wash your hands and try not to leave the house. That's all.
Terrible virus that is colorizing our planet. Remember that the alcohol is more potent. So, we begin by placing the bottle. The bottle.
Is it my cat?
Remember to direct not poison.
Why don't I remember it?
Water has a memory. Our tap water has gone through.
That was Rachel's cat.
The water that was used to raise the alcohol relative to summertime. Now we try. You take all the pennies and mash it like that. Remember that the word those of your love. Also remember that you make alcohol is drunk, and you end up like Catholic time. Right time. Moving up the
live in a free country, so I'm prepared for any threat. How do you want to fight an enemy you can't see? Viruses are tiny. Thousands of them can fit on the tip of a needle. And yet, despite their size, they can be deadly to us. Behind you, citizen! There is nothing there. Good luck if you want to shoot viruses with a pistol. How should I protect myself? Try not to touch doorknobs and handles with your hand. That's where you can find the most viruses. First of all, wear a mask on your mouth and nose. Do it always when you go out somewhere. If you have to use a doorknob or headwear, do it with a tissue. And throw it away. What else do I need to know in order to prepare for a fight against this invisible opponent?
There is no hope left for us. We can only reduce the chances of action.
But how is that?
We were not, and we will never be ready to fight such a small enemy. Millions will die before we build up. Like in the times of the plague or the Spanish flu, all the restrictions are a fight against wind, and the refrain we lost the fight.
Terrifying. Is there something that us ordinary citizens can do?
Wash your hands and try not to leave the house. That's all.
Before the break, Senor Rodriguez met with Conchita for the first time after what we found out in episode 2137.
How could you do this to me?
What will a senior gentleman do with a promiscuous servant?
I am not your property, Senor Rodriguez.
You are here thanks to me, and you owe me everything. This is the end.
Maid Conchita finally meets with Senor Rodriguez after she found out about her betrayal. However, the head of the family did not expect the servant's reaction to reject.
I forgot that this desk has a hidden space. How do you know? Do you remember what the code is?
Conchita behaved this way. It happened between her and the head of the family. How can you do this?
Poor Senor Rodriguez. You know I only love you, but I have my needs that you are unable to satisfy. I would like to be only yours, but you both know that you are hard only on the outside. And I have my needs.
I remember that day. Nothing foreshadowed the coming nightmare. A few hours earlier, we had watched a game show. It was the last moment when we were all together, alive.
Didn't I tell you? How did you know?
quiet. Another question.
One of the symptoms of paranoid schizophrenia is A. Voices in the head, B. Reminiscences of memory, C. A constant sense of being watched, D. The impression of reality disintegrating.
Oh, difficult. Sounds like everything is correct.
How about we ask Patrick?
Patrick, do you know the answer?
How many times do I have to tell you? This is my room and Mum's room. And it's supposed to stay that way. You are not allowed to enter our room. Ever! Understood?
Shut the hell up. Mom's handwriting.
Patrick, get back to your room now!
There's nothing there. Mom?
I know. But this is the price we've come to pay for our abilities. You know what I'm talking about, son.
I know, Mom. You hear them too, right?
Yes, she's coming. We're not crazy, Patrick. Go and see for yourself.
How have you done that? Did I record? No, impossible. I needed to see them.
Carol means nothing to me.
What about Manuel? What about Gustav? What about Louis? What about Gregor?
How do you know about all of this?
I know more than you think.
I am not your property, Senor Rodriguez.
You are here thanks to me and you owe me a little. This is the end. So Rodriguez is comfortable for you. We will find out after the break.
Citizen, just because you can't see danger doesn't mean it doesn't exist. How is that? We live in a free country, so I'm prepared for any threat. How do you want to fight that you can't see?
Will be around the time of the full moon within the spring and summer. However, you can't fulfill. Your zodiac sign has an unfaithfulness for the two people, and the planet has an moon and moon for the entire solar system. Let's see before time the zodiac sign, and therefore the solar system will also be
Line is missing.
identify this person. The line is still open, so reach for your telephone and call me. 69616 Who is it that I will hear from today? A wanderer from the dark side of the moon? Seeking my knowledge to light and path? Hello? Are you there?
The line is busy.
Behind you. No. In front of you. No. It's only me. It's only
Together we'll both know. What's not behind that door?
Horror. No normal mind can imagine. Even more terrible than you.
Now I'm like a fourth friend. Like all the oddities of horror has a doctrine. Like that.
That door is the sum total of Dr. Gordon's mistake.
You have no right to bring me back to this.
You brought you back. You lived.
He's been doing up there when no one could see his work. You stay with him.
Be a solid. It was my money. I'm in the laboratory there. It was an accident. I'll amputate my arm. Only for the day it was a successful transplant to my body. That is why I stayed.
Transplant was never fixed. It would never stay in place. Those antibodies would attack it as they attack any invading matter.
It is nothing. This new serum can change all.
I heard a power. This liquid that he's dumped into me. My brain burns with it. You. Behind that door. I command you. You understand me.
Hi, I was about to call a cop the way you were looking me over. How have you been, Bill?
I've been fine, Donna. I haven't seen you for quite a while.
Too long. I'm still waiting for that call you want from.
Come on, jump in.
I always follow the doctor.
special guest, Detective Ortega, will answer our most burning questions. Stay tuned.
For the past 6 months, there has been a dramatic increase in deaths during sleep. Is this somehow related to the payment virus? Why do all the people who report dreaming disorders and sleep paralysis report the same person appearing in their bedroom? Dear viewer, have you ever seen this woman?
Yes. It's her.
Doesn't anyone really see that it's all connected? Let's wake up at last. We need to start asking questions. Wake up, Patrick.
You spoke to me?
Yes, we have been waiting for you.
This is not happening. You're not talking to me.
To whom else would I be speaking?
Viewers. In front of the TV sets?
No, Patrick. I'm only talking to you because you're the only one who can connect all the dots. Get a grip, Patrick. You can't sleep any longer. People die while sleeping. And you can't die. You can't fall asleep. You have to find her.
proof that the cat is real. Shut up! Kitty. Kitty. Don't be afraid. Maybe he's scared. It's not me. Oh, God. What now? Still moving. He's alive. All just happening inside my head. Can you hear me? It's all happening inside my head. Well, where are you now? You feel silly? fridge. It's tightly sealed. The cold will delay rotting.
It is not and never has been in the interest to tell us everything. The CIA is answering only to the President, and only he knows the truth. Everything else is sowing disinformation. After all, they are masters. And the cockroaches themselves? I've spoken to scientists, and I know that this is at least theoretically doable. We also have the technology to both remotely control such a cockroach and to record sound and even video. And if there is no technological obstacles, what is the first institution that comes to mind when you think of using cockroaches in this way? The CIA, of course.
Watching us. I knew.
They are under our table. They live in holes in the walls, in basements, behind a thick layer of wallpaper. They eat the leftovers from our tables. They crawl into our ears when we sleep.
They're already here. It's because of the radio waves. The cockroaches are piloted by them. You won't get me! I knew it. I figured it out a long time ago. There must be a way to get rid of them. I need to review my notes.